Oh, dang it. That was so close. No, it's totally okay. Don't be too upset about it. Kawasaki's third charm is supposed to be pretty complex. It's going to take a couple more tries to get it right. Okay, well, maybe a few more than a couple. But you'll get there, I promise. Professor Darkbloom's final is usually pretty standard format, year after year, so I'm sure that this spell will be in the practical portion of the exam. Still, I think it's kind of cruel to test first years on it, since it requires pretty extensive mastery of the first 9 popper positions. They don't call them Professor D plus Darkbloom for nothing. But you'll do fine, though. I'm sure of it. Better than fine, actually. You're not convinced? Okay, then. Let's put it into perspective. It's been, what, 4 months? You've gone from not being able to perform basic poppers and exploding common rooms to not just keeping up with your studies, but also practicing advanced spell work and scoring really well on your last couple of exams. I should know about the last one. Darkbloom made me grade them. No, I didn't give you any special treatment. At least, not during the grading. That wouldn't be fair to the rest of the people in your class. Even if I wanted to, which I don't, it's not like you needed it. And while you still have the occasional propensity for sudden magical demolition of school property, you have come a long way from where you started in just 4 months. I am really, really proud of you. I want you to know that. You've done a wonderful job. Whoa, hey. You're okay. It's okay. You're really not doing too hot mentally today, huh? That's okay. I understand. It's all right. I can tell when you're upset, and it's not just because I can feel it coming off of you. I don't need to be an empath to know how you've been feeling. How can I tell? I can just tell with you. It's not that complicated, but well, maybe it'd be better if I just show you. It might help you understand why you're feeling the way you are if you hear it from someone else. Is it all right if I touch you? Nothing weird or anything. I just want to make a point. Okay, thank you. Let me just take your hand for a moment. When we were casting Kawasaki's earlier, you seemed so tense. And not just because the spell requires a lot of concentration. Your fingers were fixed super tight, and your shoulders were stiff and scrunched up too. Your face, you haven't relaxed your eyebrows this whole time. It looks like you might give yourself a tension headache. Your breathing hitched every so often too, where the ends of your sentences felt clipped. The pronunciation was just a little off. And even when your breathing was steady, it was hurried, shallow. And your heartbeat. I've noticed this our last couple of tutoring sessions together, but especially today. Your heart goes between fluttering and pounding. Whenever we cast together, it feels like your condition gets worse. I can feel the beating in my mind because of the cooperative magic, yes. But I can also feel it physically. Whenever we get close, whenever our hands touch, it's almost like practicing your spell work with me puts your body in some kind of fight or flight. It's so warm and intense, Oh. Anyway, you've been really stressed lately, huh? More so than usual? It's okay to be stressed out. Constant pressures like school or work, or even just life in general, can seem like a lot. Assignment deadlines, social obligations, meetings, all of that. on top of the expectations we put on ourselves to do great things, to live and to perform well, that kind of pressure can be really, really intimidating. Oftentimes, at least for me, having all of those responsibilities hovering over me at the same time can actually hinder my ability to do them. Which sounds super backwards, but it's just how I feel. Do you feel the same way? Yeah. When I catch myself feeling overwhelmed, stressed out, worried, I try to remember the steps I've taken to get where I am now. I think it's easy to forget or ignore all of the progress I've made along the way if I'm so focused on the end goal. I end up missing the happiness that I was entitled to from the accomplishments and the experience that got me this far in the first place. It's probably why I keep pointing out your progress every time we practice together. You have come so far, and I don't think you've taken the time to celebrate your own victory. You might think they're small or insignificant, but they're so important. And it's just as important not to downplay them. Humility is a stone's throw away from self-deprecation, you know. Anyway, I'm not just saying you shouldn't be stressed out for your finals or whatever you've got going on. I'm just saying it shouldn't discredit the fantastic work you've put in already. That work is what will carry you through whatever's to come next. And that is something worth celebrating. In fact, we are going to celebrate. Yes, I'm being 100% serious. Come on, pack your stuff. We deserve a break. This library is nice and all, but after what, 4 hours? It's so stuffy in here. I might be craving something mind-numbing and sweet. Oh, I know just the place. Let's go to the fairy fire, yeah? You've never been? Okay, that definitely settles it. As your tutor, I'm instigating a mandatory mental and physical break for the evening, where you accompany me to the best tavern this place has to offer. Trust me, you'll love it. It's one of the local hangout spots for upperclassmen. Think less trashy college drinking spot and more aesthetically tasteful but still swinging fireplace loungeabout. They should be open by now, given how late we've been studying. And it shouldn't be too exciting over there since plenty of people are cramming for finals, so what do you think? Do you want to grab a drink with me? In a totally mandatory and professional scenario, that is. You will? Perfect. We can leave right now through the library fireplace. I think I still have some teleport ashes with me. Aha! Extra little baggie with me always comes in handy. Now we just throw some into the fireplace and voila! Watch your step. Try not to breathe in too much smoke. Huh? Walking right into a roaring fireplace? No, it's totally safe. Come on, take my hand.